Make sure you stick around until the end to see how you can win free gear and products. Hey, this is PJ with CLK Supplies, and I am super excited for you to watch this video. So this is with our Lock Boss community member, Chad Ballou. He's awesome. He's been a part of it. He's one that has the Lock Boss tattoo on his hand. Super cool. And, he's been communicating with me back and forth about after listening to a couple of the podcasts, and you got to put some of this stuff into practice, and he's winning, okay? He's doing it. It's going good. And I wanted to bring him on a Zoom call here and talk about it. So I really hope that you enjoy the conversation. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode here. Today we're doing something special, and I have Chad Ballou with me. Chad, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for having me, PJ.
Yeah, so this whole conversation right now kind of stems from a few months ago, right, Chad?
Yes, sir. Sure does.
And
the 80-20 podcast.
Yes, yeah, it's on the 80-20 principle and the podcast on how to get what you want, aka budgeting, right? Yep. And Chad, after you have listened to that podcast, you reached out to me and you're like, hey man, that podcast was great. I loved it. And I'm actually going to be doing this, man. And I know what I want to save up for, and I'm going for it.
Yep, I did too. And I did it a lot faster than I thought I was going to.
Yes, you did, right? And so as like a quick recap, kind of what the whole premise of it is to really do two things. Really start focusing on the jobs that are most profitable. And the second part is to figure out what you want, figure out how much it is, and divide that into how many months you want to go for it, and just start saving that money. Find that money, save that money, and keep going through that process. I shared a few examples of myself, how I've done it. And Chad, you really took all that information and you're like, I'm doing this.
I went with it, and I planned on saving just for a year, and I ended up doing it within 3 months. And what I saved up for was the AutoProPad G2 Turbo.
Absolutely. Yes. So you took a goal that you had set for a year, 12 months, and you did it in 3. But yep. I want to rewind, which is obviously, that is absolutely amazing, man. And, around here, we give people snaps, man. So, snaps for Chad. Okay.
Right.
But so I kind of want to rewind. So when you heard me talking about this, I'm kind of curious, kind of what went through your head, when you're starting to get all this information, kind of what got you motivated to do it?
Well, just to improve my tools so I can make more money and be more productive in what I'm doing. And so I still save doing the 80-20 now. I'm just not sure what I'm setting that money aside for yet. I'm sure there's something's going to come up that I'd like to get.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you knew you wanted to get a new piece of equipment that was going to help increase your revenue and make your life easier.
Yeah, definitely.
And so you figured out about how much money that was, right? And then you kind of divided it by 12 essentially. And you're like, okay, I'm going to save X amount and go from there. At first, were you kind of like, am I going to be able to do this? Like, were you doubting yourself at all, or were you pretty confident you'd be able to pull it off?
Because I'm the type of person, like if I see something, I want to get it, And but I didn't do that. I stayed to it and kept putting it aside because I went and opened another bank account, and I just kept transferring money over to their time. Made a few bucks. I put it in there. And it built up really, really fast.
It did. It's amazing. When you start telling money where to go, it goes there, right? And it's quite surprising. So now, as you started getting this money built up, okay, so your account, this new account you open up, it goes from 0. Next thing you know, it starts getting up there, and you're like, man, I have a little bit of money in here now. Like, were you tempted at all ever to maybe like, oh, let's take some of it out and do something different with it, or anything like that? Come on.
Absolutely not. I was determined and focused, and I made it happen. If I would have done that, might have been the 12 months I was shooting for, but
Yeah.
I stayed focused to it.
You stayed focused. And so
Yep.
the time came and, you were kind of sending me kind of updates, right? As
Yeah,
you
it
went
was.
along
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
And as you were doing
Yeah.
that, I felt like some of the weeks you would jump significantly in the dollar amounts, when you text me,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, man, like you're
Yeah.
killing it. I
Yeah. We've
mean,
been
so
getting a lot of jobs. We've been
yeah,
pretty
so you're getting
busy
a lot of
there.
jobs
So
and you kind of had that motivation behind you where you're like, you know what, like I'm already committed to this. I already have a plan. And if I can put extra on it, I'm going to do it.
yeah, I've definitely did that a few times. Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, business is good here.
That's
It seemed
great,
like
man.
with COVID, it seemed like we got a lot busier. It's weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think with all the stimulus and stuff too, I mean, I think it's
Yeah.
just kind of really just got the whole economy doing something, right?
Stimulated.
Yep.
Yep, definitely.
So as you go, you're getting close, you get the money up, and now it's time where, and I've kind of run into this myself, honestly, a few times where I'm like, okay, I have the money there, it's saved. I'm ready to pull the trigger. You're way ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
I've sometimes been like, you know what, like, do I really want that this bad, or should I do something else with the money?
Okay.
Did you have any of those thoughts?
No, I was pretty focused on that in that G2 turbo. I was pretty determined to get that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's impressive. I've always went through, like, when I get towards the end of saving up for the money and I have it, I'm like, man, like, do I actually want it? Like, is this really what I want to do with the money? But
yeah,
that's
no,
cool.
This time I did that, but like I said, I'm still putting it in there. So I don't really have anything set goal for anything right now. I'm just not touching it, which is good for me because like I said before, if I want something, I usually get it, but I pretty much have everything I want right now. So
Awesome, man. Yeah. Well, so you get the money, you buy the G2 turbo, you get it, you've been using it. Have you been loving it or what?
Yes, I love it. It's super fast. I like the wireless, the Bluetooth connection thing. So you can even stand outside the vehicle. You don't sit in there for that 10-minute wait on some vehicles. And
yeah,
it's like,
Yeah. Now going from the Auto Pro Pad Basic to I mean, you went from the lowest end of those machines to the, highest end, like the big dog, right?
Yep.
I mean, for people who have a basic, who are, looking at the new G2s out there, like, I mean, what kind of advice would you give them?
I definitely use the 80-20 principle if you're to get one, because it's definitely worth the money. It's a lot faster and there's a lot more, the instructions are a lot better on there as far as instructions, giving you tips on how the next step. And I also noticed today, when it reads a PIN code on a Chrysler or Dodge, there's a Dodge Dart, it actually transferred the PIN number into the next step. So I didn't have to I have to remember it and put it in there, I noticed it did that today. Yeah.
That's great. I mean, I think that's probably, I think that's newer.
That's the first time I've seen it on this one, and Basic never did that.
Okay. Yeah, that's really great.
Yeah.
So here we are. You got this machine for your business now. It's helping you. It's obviously going from the Basic to the G2 Turbo. It's a great upgrade to help increase, revenue and take jobs on that way. And now you have this extra money, right? So you've developed this principle. You got it kind of worked into your system and your business, and you're now still putting money in it, right? In this account.
Yep.
And the cool part is at the moment, you don't have anything to actually spend it on at the moment, but you're just keeping the principle going.
Yep. And then I'm going to think of something pretty soon. I'll need another tool, and then I'm actually considering saving up for the Smart Pro. That's going in the back of my mind.
Okay.
I haven't decided yet now. Might as well add more. The more programmers you have, the better, because get out there and, you'll have options.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's very commonplace nowadays to have a couple different brands of programmers just to make sure you kind of have your front runner and then you have like your backup machine. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Chad, I just want to say that I think it's absolutely awesome that you have done this, especially in a 3-month, to set yourself a 12-month goal and hit it in 3, and then to have it increase, the ease of use and your abilities out there in the field, locksmithing, helping your customers is absolutely amazing. So congrats, man.
Well, thanks to you, PJ. Thanks to your podcast, man. I never would have thought of that,
Oh, thanks, man. Hey, I mean, I'm just happy, I put the information out there, and the fact that it was useful for you is absolutely great. So I want to kind of end it with one thing, and that is if someone is wanting to do what you're doing and they kind of have some doubts, like they're like, you know what? Sometimes I have months in business that are good. I have sometimes months that really aren't so good, and things already seem kind of tight. There's always new supplies to get. There's always insurance to pay and all these other things going on. What kind of advice or encouragement could you give them to stick with it and to figure it out?
Well, my advice would be give it a shot. And even though if it slows down, keep adding to it, and then eventually what you're going to do is add to the end of it. You'll add to the more business if you can improve what you have.
Yep. Absolutely. So just stick with it. Stick with it.
Yeah, give it a shot. Try it out. Try the 80-20 principle, and you'll be amazed at how quickly it adds up. And you'll be able to improve your business that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny how it always seems like it's the simple things in life and in business. It's like we miss sometimes, and they add the most amount of fruit to our lives, right?
Yep, definitely. Yep.
Awesome, Chad. Well, hey, once again, congratulations, man. And you know what? Yeah. We need to keep this story going. As you keep going, I mean, you guys down there are on fire, man. You guys are killing it. You guys are doing things. Yeah. And I really want to continue following as you guys progress over the next, years, man. I think you guys have a lot of good things in store.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep you up to date. And I'm going to say something else. I forgot. Well, I just want to say thank you, PJ, for having these videos and putting all this information out there for people to learn and get a better understanding of how to run their business. Oh, I wanted to mention that as of last time I had talked to you, I worked here, but as of May 1st, I'm going to be a co-owner of the Will and Log Key.
Congrats, man. Dude, hey, man, that's more snaps right there,
Yeah.
That's absolutely amazing, man.
Yeah, thank you.
So, and how you shared your history before, how you had your own business, right?
Yeah.
And then here you are. How many years later from when you shut that one down to now? Like, how many years are we talking?
Probably 20 years ago when that happened.
Okay, 20 years, man. So 2 decades later, here you are, man. You're a fighter.
Yep. You're a fighter. I am. Well, I'm not giving up either this time.
Heck yeah.
I love this job.
That's absolutely great, man. That's really great. So everyone who's listening, I just want to, I really wanted to bring this audio video to you just as an encouragement. I mean, Chad heard this stuff. He was texting me about it, and here he is, and he did it. He pulled it off in 3 months, a 12-month goal in 3, which is always impressive. I mean, that's crazy. And so I just hope that encourages you to, for the podcasts that we're talking about, I'll put them in the links below. So make sure you go listen to those if you haven't already. And Chad, man, keep up the good work. All of you listening, keep up the good work. Let's keep learning and growing together. Thank you very much, and we will see you next time. I'm guessing if you just watched this video that you work with locks and keys. And to us here at CLK Supplies, that makes you a lock boss. And we want to hook you up. Here's how it works. Throughout the week, we post videos on YouTube, like the one you just watched. And all you need to do is comment on the videos and include the hashtag LockBoss. When you do this, you're automatically entered in to win one of 5 free prizes that we give out each and every week. No purchase necessary. So if you're a lock boss, Join us each week to learn, grow, and win.